really appreciate what they do, and this is why we want to really honor them and show them our gratitude with a night such as this, of really getting together, having a great dinner, and really calling up some of the accomplishments that each individual drivers have had. Everything from recognizing our long-term retirees to our million-mile teams, and being able to name the Grand Champion Driver of the Year tonight. It's going to be a special night for us.
We drive about 350,000 miles a year, which is an insane amount of miles. That's more miles than most people drive in their lifetime.
You got to be committed to what your goals are, but you also have to have a better half at home to allow you to do this job that I love so much.
The climate has changed a lot at Decker in the last 7 years, and it's become more family oriented.
They're sincere, and they'll bend over backwards, and they'll help you in any way they can.
So we want people to be able to tune in, their families to be able to see, and just show everyone that the respect that we want to show the drivers and the accomplishments that they've really deservingly been awarded tonight. And when we say driver first, we really want to put our money where our mouth is.
I've spent 15 years complimenting Decker and the drivers, because Decker is the best company to be with, and our drivers are the best ones on the road. That's the best night of my life.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us here again this year for our now 2022 Driver Awards dinner. As you can see from our little video last year, it was a pretty good event we had last year to be able to recognize our drivers, and from the Million Mile team to Driver of the Year, our long-term retirees. It was a great night of camaraderie, great night of some great food. Just a good time to really recognize those that have really gone above and beyond and excelled with our company. And we can recognize as our best of the best, and honestly, some of the best drivers that we have in the industry are sitting right up here with us tonight. And I really appreciate everyone coming out to help us recognize those tonight. We're going to have some great awards presented tonight, some great recognitions. But first, I'd just like to recognize those that brought us the meal tonight. Chef Michael Hurst and his team from Iowa Central. If we could give them a round of applause. They do a fantastic job. And it highlights one of the partnerships that we have with this great community college right here in our backyard. We've got some great opportunities to utilize them and their training programs and what they can bring to us as a company as well, from even just this ability to put on a great dinner for us, as well as what we do with them from the business side and driver training. We've got a great relationship with the college over there at Iowa Central. And again, thank you to Michael and his team for doing that for us tonight. And again, this is a great event we have here tonight. It's a great setup. So I'd have to thank Eddie and his buildings and grounds team for pulling this off again. This was fantastic setup again, and obviously Tammy and Katie for pulling everything together tonight and the organization of this, working with the drivers and everybody to get this coordinated. Fantastic job that you guys did again. This is one of a kind. This is something we really pride ourselves on, is really taking the time for a night like this to draw the attention to our drivers and our staff of the job that they do all year long, that we get one night to really have a great event for them, show our appreciation and the recognition that they really deserve. So we've got a couple great awards here that we'll get to announce tonight. A couple people are going to come up and talk about the things that we've done all year round. But tonight's really the night to really salute the drivers and what they do for us every day, with some great recognitions for them. So, I'd like to recognize a few people that are here with us tonight. I like to kind of coin the phrase tonight. We got some of the Decker alumni here tonight. Well, Jim Wilkins and Steve Elston, if you guys could stand and recognize not only do we have the people that are with us every day, but we still like to remember those that that paved the way before us and really created the culture and the success that Decker Truck Line's had for the many years. And I'd like to even recognize my dad that came up from Arizona from the winter to be with us tonight. This is that big a deal to us and our family, that something I know he would never miss to be here to be with everyone tonight and thank our drivers and everybody. Now we got some pretty great awards we get to discuss tonight. One of the things that I am most proud, one of the things I'm most proud of in my entire time in this industry is something that's really kind of happened to us over the last 2 years. We set a goal for ourselves a couple of years ago, is to participate in one of the elite industry awards, is the TCA and Carrier's Edge Best Fleets to Drive For. And as you can see from our logos again, we did it again, thanks to the staff and the effort that we put in every day to really not just achieving the award, but we really, really wanted to be the best place for a professional driver to call home is at Decker Truck Line. From the amenities that we put in the truck to the support that you get behind the scenes, and all those things that really make it where you really want to be here, and we want you to be here. So it's an award that we are extremely honored to have. So back in February, the Truckload Carriers Association and Carrier's Edge, for the second year in a row now, named Decker Truck Line as one of their 2022 Best Fleets to Drive For. The top 20 winners are comprised of 4 hire trucking companies from across North America who are recognized for providing exemplary work environments for their professional drivers and employees. And a big thank you this year again to Don Neely, who nominated Decker Truck Line. A few weeks ago, I was proud to receive this award on behalf of our company at TCA's annual convention in Florida. And what an honor it was to be able to be up on stage with the best of the best companies, knowing that we're in that company. And again, I really appreciate everything that we do every day to make sure that we really are truly deserving of that award. And that award isn't just something that it's nice to be recognized for it, but what that award really does in the program that it really entails is what drives us to better look at ourselves as how can we not just win the award, but how can we really improve on those areas of our company that can deliver for the drivers? And I think that's something that we really have had as a takeaway for this award is how can we really truly bring those things to fruition that benefit the driver and that we can look at ourselves better with. So again, I really appreciate the efforts that everybody on staff does every day of the year to really deliver for our drivers. So extremely grateful to have that award and what everyone does. Speaking of on another great TCA recognition, we've got 2 people of our company that have been recognized as Highway Angels. The Highway Angel program is a TCA program that recognizes drivers that have gone above and beyond as to really be there on the highway for when an incident occurs, and just really being able to have the courtesy and courage that show what drivers in North America are really about. TCA recognizes about 50 drivers a year with this award, and we have 2 of them in our company this year. First is Gregory Coleman. Greg wasn't able to be with us tonight, but our first driver was named TCA Highway Angel. It's Gregory Coleman. In April 2022, Gregory rescued a woman in the middle of the night who had jumped off of a bridge. Around 3 a.m. on April 25th, Gregory was driving down I-65 in Alabama when a man flagged him down. He pulled his truck over, and the gentleman told him that a woman he knew had jumped off the bridge, and she was still alive and desperately needing help. Gregory was able to tie the straps from his truck together for the drowning woman to hold on to until emergency services responded. It took emergency responders nearly 40 minutes to arrive at the scene. The sister of the woman who jumped off the bridge called Decker to thank Gregory, saying if he hadn't stopped with those straps, the family was sure that their loved one would have drowned before the rescue boat could have saved her. Gregory saved her life, and they will be forever grateful for his kindness. Gregory received TCA's Highway Angel Award in June for his exceptional and courageous service to a stranger who needed help. With no time to think, he jumped into action and did what needed to be done. I'd like to congratulate Gregory on his service. This honor is definitely well deserved. Our second Highway Angel is Angela Krager. Angela is here with us tonight. Angela, if you could come up here, please. We'll put you in the spotlight for a well-deserved spotlight. On November 29th of last year, Truckload Carriers Association named Decker's professional driver, Angela Krager, a Highway Angel for thinking fast on her feet while seizing control of a situation that could have been a disaster. When traveling southbound on I-35 in Guthrie, Oklahoma, Angela approached a truck fully engulfed in hay bales, fully engulfed in flames. She pulled over, called 911, and then used a fire extinguisher in her truck to help put the fire out. She also instructed the driver to disconnect his truck from the trailer in case the fire got even more out of control. This was critical because it meant that the driver was able to save his truck. Angela, who has been a driver for 6 years, stayed on the scene until police and firefighters arrived. Angela, I'd like to present you with the Highway Angel certificate from TCA.
Thank you.
Thank you for your bravery and service. Congratulations to Angela and Gregory for your service, and this is an honor to have you both at Decker Truckline and your courageous actions. Next, I would like to introduce our Senior Vice President of Sales and Business Strategies, Jenny Stuber-Graham, to talk about some of our awards on the operations side, of things that our customers really look at us and say, we have done a great job, and have honored us with some awards that they recognize the job that our operations and our drivers do throughout the year.
All right, thank you, Dale, and thank you all for being here. It looks amazing. Tammy, Katie, crew. I cannot believe this was a shop. It looks great. Thank you. Thanks for being here to celebrate our many accomplishments of this past year. It's my honor to share with you some information about one of our operations awards. A lot of our customers put a pause on a lot of the awards during COVID, but we're back now, back to normal, and we're starting to see some of those awards come back. So every year, Tyson Foods recognizes an elite group of carriers who are committed to delivering the highest level of excellence in service, communication, and safety. For performance in 2022, Decker was once again named one of Tyson Carriers' premier carriers. To earn this designation, carriers must haul a minimum of 1,500 loads and achieve an on-time percentage of at least 95% on all stops. Every load could have 2, 3, 4, 5 stops, so every stop is critical. In 2022, Decker blew these numbers out of the water. We hauled 14,722 loads and came in with an on-time percentage of 95.82. And we also had a, yes, thank you. And also had a strategic commitment to growth with Tyson. We're proud to display this trophy, reflecting our team's amazing accomplishment in our Welcome Center. Thank you to our entire Decker fleet, our operations team, including our night ops staff, our support staff, and of course, our maintenance team. It truly takes every individual in the organization performing their tasks at peak, inside and outside of their lanes, supporting our drivers in delivering solutions to our customers. Thank you. And now I'd like to turn the program over to Rick George, our Vice President of Safety.
Thank you, Jenny.
And I'd like to echo Jenny's comments. Thank you all for being here. As we have for many years at Decker, we once again were very well represented at the Iowa Motor Truck Association's annual management conference. I was very proud to accept the Great West Casualty Fleet Safety Award for the truckload division in the 13 to 16 million mile category. We also celebrated our outstanding driver force and maintenance and office teams with the following nominations. If you could, please stand when I read your name. The Iowa Fleet Maintenance Program, Rod Simon and his maintenance team. Our Fleet Maintenance Technician nominee, Octavio Lorenzo. Our Outstanding Professional Driver nominee, Charles Gann. Our Master Truck Driver nominee, Todd Overson. Our Dispatch Professional nominee, Brandon Erickson. And Courtney Beckel, who graduated from the IMTA leadership team. Congratulations to you all. And having a terminal in Missoula, Montana, we have a strong presence with the Montana Trucking Association as well. This past year, Jason Sorleen has represented and continues to represent Decker Truck Line as a member of the board of the Montana Trucking Association, as well as serving as their safety committee chairperson. So thank you, Jason, for representing Decker Truck Line in these important roles. Also this past year, Decker Truck Line earned the Montana Trucking Association's Safety Award for 0 accidents and was awarded first place in fleet performance. And for the first time, we had 2 of our professional drivers named as Montana's Drivers of the Month. Art Club for the month of June and Lyle Turville in the month of July. So congratulations to them. At the Iowa Truck Driving Championships in June, 7 of our professional truck drivers and staff represented Decker Truck Line at the Truck Driving Championships in Des Moines. Those drivers are Dean Filmer, Todd Overson, Tom Melton, Michael Graff, and Felix Perez. They were accompanied by Patrice Fortina and Maggie Strait from our then safety department, now accounting department. Dean Filmer got first place in the 5-axle division. Tom Melton got third place in the flatbed division. At the Montana Truck Driving Championships, also in June, several of our drivers and staff represented Decker Truck Line in Helena, Montana at their truck driving championships. Those drivers were Art Club, Lyle Turville, Don Neely, and they were accompanied by Jason Sorleen, our driver retention manager and safety coordinator. Lyle got first place in the sleeper berth division, and Don Neely was awarded third place in the flatbed division. So at the National Truck Driving Championships, we had 2 drivers that advanced to compete in Indianapolis last year. And that was Dean Filmer, who placed 23rd in the 5-axle division, and Lyle Turville, who finished 16th in the sleeper berth category. And those are outstanding results. So congratulations to those gentlemen. So I'd like to congratulate all these drivers and thank you for your hard work in preparing for these competitions, and most of all for representing Decker Truck Line with such high quality standards. We're very proud of you and the professionalism that you displayed. So thank you. And now I'd like to turn the microphone back over to Dale.
Thanks, Rick. So on to our first big award tonight, Million Mile Awards. These drivers qualifying for a Million Mile Award will be named to the Decker Truck Line Million Mile Team and will receive awards signifying the level attained. 1 million miles, 2 million miles, etc. To verify mileage incurred prior to Decker Truck Line, You must obtain verification directly from your previous employer. Forms are available for certification by the safety directors of other companies, which must then be submitted to our safety department here at Decker Truck Line. Million Mile drivers receive the leather Million Mile team jacket, a Million Mile decal for their truck, recognition on our Decker Truck Line social media, name added to the Million Mile plaque, their own personalized Million Mile plaque, and a specially designated ring engraved with the logo. Please help me in recognizing the following Million Mile Award recipients who could not be with us here this evening. I'm sure they're out there working on their next 1 million, 2 million, 3 million mile awards. They are Gerald Taylor, Donald Prague, Jody Wobbler, Terry Branford, Christopher Zwick, James Patton, John Hodges, Dennis Watterson. And for those that are here tonight, could I have the following Million Mile Award recipients who are with us tonight please come to the stage when I call your name? For 1 million miles, Kim Geng. Kim's husband, Gene, is also a Decker truck is a driver here as well. And Kim, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you are the first female to win to be part of the Million Mile team here at Decker. Thank you for paving the way for all the women here at Decker Truck Line. Let's give Kim another round of applause. David Bottle. Michael Dosher. Stephen Kunzert. Michael Roth. Jerry Arthur. Patrick Brown. Jackie Miller. Francis Lasorsa. And last on the 1 million mile list is Larry Dunster, who's here with his wife, Patricia, who is also a Decker driver. So getting their 1 million and 2 million mile award tonight, but couldn't be here tonight, Tony Vasquez. We'll catch up with Tony later. We'll have a conversation. In the 2 million mile category, Martin Blanker. And this number is just, it's hard to imagine. 3 million miles accident free over the road. That's extremely impressive. In the 3 million mile category, Todd Overson. Our final 3 million mile Safe Driver Award is Raymond Harris. What an impressive feat that is of being able to be able to log those many safe miles over the course of a career. Again, how about one more round of applause for all of our 1 million, 2 million, and 3 million mile award recipients tonight. Well, we've got another award to discuss and present here tonight. That's our Driver of the Year. This is something that we have tremendous pride in here at Decker Truckline. Over the course of the last few years, we've had some very impressive professional drivers receive this award. Not only the ones that are just nominated for their Division Driver of the Year, but also that have gone on to become our Grand Championship Drivers of the Year. Something we take a tremendous pride in saying that there are drivers. Something that we know that we are really putting the best of the best forward in this industry because these are the drivers that represent us. These Professional Drivers of the Year were selected from 84 of the 2022 Professional Drivers of the Month who were nominated and selected this past year. Driver of the Month, Driver of the Year nominations and selections are based on individual performance. Scoring is based on each professional driver's monthly scorecard, compliance, and overall performance. The following criteria are the main considerations: monthly scorecard results, CSA violations, preventable accidents, fuel compliance, idle time, miles per week, claims and damages, their smart drive score, overall driving performance, and the overall image that they portray of Decker Truck Line. Driver to driver interactions with our customers, to the general public. Each division driver of the year will receive a custom made Decker jacket, a plaque, a special decal for your tractor. And except for the grand champion, each division driver will receive $3,000 cash. Now I'd like to ask Stephen Hatton, Vice President of Reefer Fleet Operations, to come to the stage and help me with the presentation of our 2020 Drivers of the Year.
Right. Well, thank you, Dale. To echo the sentiments of the previous speakers, this is my first opportunity being here at the Driver Award ceremony, and the amount of energy in this building I think is fantastic. The amount of work that Tammy and Katie put into this event I think just speaks volumes, and just the amount of support from our staff here and drivers and families alike is great to see. So I think everybody should give themselves a round of applause for that. This is fantastic. Okay. All right. Now, as Dale said, we'll go on to our division of Drivers of the Year. First up, for our Western Reefer division, we have Travis Gatling. Travis Gatling joined Decker in 2019, and he's been driving since June of 1978. When asked what has made him successful, Travis said it was advice he got from his first boss in the industry: be safe, take care, and be on time. Words to live by. If you have extra time on a load, get to the delivery and then play around. His advice for new drivers is to treat this like a job, not a sightseeing tour. He also added that drivers need to look at the big picture and realize that late loads just don't affect drivers individually, but rather the company as a whole. In his spare time, Travis enjoys fly fishing and bow hunting, as well as spending time with his 8 grandchildren. He's currently working on finishing up his retirement home that he's been working on with his wife, Kimberly. We want to wish Travis well on his upcoming retirement in April of this year. Some comments from myself, as well as his fleet manager, Matt Nichols. Travis is the consummate professional who was put onto his board back in 2020 after coming over from another fleet manager. It didn't take too long to find out the kind of driver that he was working with. He quickly found out that no matter the scenario, Travis was a driver who could always be counted on. A few months after he took over the Pepperidge account, one of the most demanding solo lanes became available. In Matt's mind, there was no one driver that could do it any better and be counted on to deliver that load, and that was Travis Gatling. Through unforgiving weather conditions, Travis routinely ran over 4,000 miles per week, and all without a single driver preventable related service failure. He was and is the definition of a dependable driver. And this is just the kind of driver and person that you get when you're working with Travis. Congratulations, Travis. You certainly deserve this honor. Oh. One more. All right. Thank you, Travis. Next up is our Midwest Reefer Division Driver of the Year. And that is Todd Overson. Please, round of applause. Todd has been driving a truck for over 26 years. He joined the Decker family in August of 2010. While working for Decker, he enjoys meeting new people, the everyday challenge, and the rewarding accomplishment that comes with training. He really appreciates all of his drivers, trainees, and he especially loves seafood. No, just kidding. As with all of our division drivers of the year, Todd Overson's driving record is impeccable and one that all drivers can strive for. He was named Division Driver of the Year in 2019, 2020, 2021, and again in 2022. He was named Grand Champion Driver of the Year last year as well. Again this year, Todd's average scorecard is one of the highest that the company has seen, and his safety score is one of the lowest of all drivers in the company. He remains accident-free. His idle time is average is at 1%, and he is always on time with no service failures. And he earned his 3 million mile award this past year. And I think we can continue to go on and on. Driving has allowed Todd to travel while making a living, and he always attributes his success to his wife, Chris, for letting him have the career. And if it wasn't for her, it just wouldn't be the same. Todd enjoys spending time with his family, and some of his hobbies include collecting Hot Wheels, working on his '67 Chevy pickup, and traveling with his church each year on their mission trip to Tijuana. He donates his time and talents by helping to build resident housing and transporting food and essentials to families in need. Todd says, always have faith in who you are, where you're going, and how you got there. And he believes that we all need to strive to be better every day while making someone else's day better too. Congratulations, Todd. All right, next up, Team Division Drivers of the Year. We've got Robert Andreessen and Lydia Dietrich. Robert Andreessen and Lydia Dietrich rejoined Decker family in July of 2018, and they had previously been with Decker from April of 2016 to January of 2018. Together, they run a Pepperidge dedicated route under the direction of their fleet manager, Matt Nichols. Individually, each driver must put in 100% in order to earn this award. Lydia noted, in order to earn Team Division Driver of the Year, each person who makes up part of the team must give 100%, not 50%. If both individuals give full effort, you'll earn great overall scorecards. And as you can see, this team's stats are among the best in the company. Robert and Lydia enjoy traveling and spending time with family, and they also enjoy a wide range of activities such as art, baking, interior design, movies, music, philosophy, and learning new things. Word is that Lydia is a fabulous pastry chef, which if you have not tried her cookies, please do so. She spent a lot of time on those, and we thank you immensely for that, Lydia. The team adds, as drivers, we are very grateful how little our lives have changed over the last 2 years in comparison to the changes that others have had to cope with. We do not take for granted the hard work and dedication of Decker, and we want to make sure that we're not only running, but that we are taken care of. If we were to give advice to new drivers, it would be to treat your knowledge and your skills like a tool set and endeavor to build and expand your set to where you're becoming indispensable. Do not let your learning stop when your school or training does. And some quick notes and comments from their fleet manager, Matt Nichols. Matt shares, I've been around trucking for quite a while, and Robert and Lydia are as good as a team as you can get. Their route is amongst the most demanding, if not the most demanding in the entire company. They routinely put down over 7,000 miles per week, and they're always on time or ahead of schedule. They're in constant communication when there's an issue that arises along the way, and they keep me updated on the status of their truck. They are truly a great asset to Decker and to our customers. I would also like to add that although Robert and Lydia are a great team, they somewhat keep to themselves, and there aren't a ton for small talk. They just get the job done. They're really focused on being professional drivers and providing the quality service that our customers expect and that Decker is known for. Thank you, Robert and Lydia. Well, thank you. And after all that, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Jeremy Foster.
Good evening. Everybody doing okay? All right, there we go. All right. Here I'm to talk about Anthony Vasquez, our Southern Flatbed Division Driver of the Year. Anthony has driven for Decker since June of 2014. He enjoys driving for the company because of the great equipment that Decker provides, as well as the great pay and benefits. He likes delivering loads in a newer truck. Anthony has always mentioned that he likes the great working environment Decker has overall. He appreciates the time employees take to understand things from a driver's perspective. He also has a great respect for the maintenance department. Advice that Anthony would give to a new driver: do not be afraid to speak up and ask questions. Always be aware of what might be around the next corner. Always know your surroundings and stay focused on the road. Make sure to get up early and plan your day, unload early, set the week up for success, and discipline yourself. He has 3 sisters and a brother, and nieces who he loves to spoil whenever he can. Anthony is from Detroit, Michigan, but he pretty much lives on the road. He enjoys going to the movies, fishing in the Great Lakes, and reloading gun shells, but most of the time he just likes being out on the road. A helpful skill or tip that Anthony learned early in the trucking industry was to stay on top of his truck maintenance. And some comments from Anthony's fleet manager, Jimmy Mitchell. Working with Tony makes coming to work more enjoyable because I know he has my, or the company's, back, and he knows we have his. I appreciate all the great conversations, some good, some bad, but the good always outweigh the bad. Congrats, Big Tony. Continue to strive to be the best that you are. Please, a round of applause for Anthony Vasquez. Unfortunately, Tony could not be here today, so I accept this award on his behalf, but I just want to say thank you, Tony, if you're listening, for being not only a great professional driver, but a great mentor, a great friend, and also a great human being. Thank you. And now to the stage, I'd like to bring on Mark Gleason, our Director of Operations of the Midwest Flatbed Division.
Let's see, as the saying goes, last but not least, for the Midwest Flatbed, for Tom Melton. Tom joined the Decker team, the Decker family, in June of 2008. His love for driving started with a short haul driver. Now he really enjoys the Midwest Flatbed Division. With the help of his fleet manager, Jerry Chapman, Tom earned the Million Mile Award in 2019. He attributes his success to a close working relationship between his fleet manager, Jerry Chapman, and our customer service rep, Chris Stockdale. In 2021, Tom was nominated on behalf of Decker Truckline for the Iowa Motor Truck Association Master Professional Driver of the Year Award. He also competed in the Iowa Truck Driving Championships in the Flatbed Division in 2021, 2022, and placed 3rd in 2022. Tom's stats are the best of the best. He was the Driver of the Year for the Midwest Flatbed in 2019, 2020, 2021, and now again in 2022. This is all due to his nearly impeccable scorecard scores and perfect Smart Drive scores each and every month. Tom is happily married with 5 children and 2 grandchildren. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his family, being outdoors, playing golf, working in his yard, and playing pool. Tom spends a large amount of his time in Chicago delivering drywall supplies and picking up steel. He stresses, and his advice is, if you doubt the safety of a load, get out and check it. Always be aware of your surroundings and be proactive with the traffic around you. Smart Drive will not only make you a better truck driver, it will make you a safer driver overall. Comments from Jerry and myself. Shares that Tom is a great driver and a very hard worker. He is always on time and to do extra whenever needed. Being selected the Midwest Driver of the Year in 2019, 2020, and 2021 Tom has worked extra hard this year to keep his scorecard high while keeping his Smart Drive score at perfect 0. Tom is very easy to get along with, and he will help other drivers and customers with whatever it takes to get the job done and always do extra whenever needed. He is a truly professional Decker driver, and I'm proud to have him on my fleet. Also, Tom demonstrates what a true professional driver is as he consistently shares his knowledge and experience when assisting other drivers in securing steel over in Gary, Indiana. He has a great work ethic and always available and willing to go that extra mile for us. Tom is a huge asset to our team. Okay, maybe not. Next is Jerry Arthur. Jerry's been driving for Decker since 2006. In 2015, he switched to the owner-operator lease purchase program, and then ultimately he was named the owner-operator division of the year in 2018. Jerry has also reached the million milestone of 1 million miles, so he's officially a part of the Million Mile team. He was born in Washington, Indiana, and currently lives in Griffith. Jerry was born and raised in the trucking industry. His father was a professional driver. Jerry first started driving a truck when he was only 7 years old, helping move grain trucks. In his earlier years, he would deliver steel coils with his father. He mentioned that trucking runs in his veins. In his free time, Jerry enjoys restoring old cars and semis and being with his children. Jerry has 3 kids, a daughter, son, and stepson. His daughter is going to school to be a police officer, and his 2 sons are looking to become professional drivers. Advice Jerry would give a new driver: forget about the old school trucking, look toward the new world of trucking. The newer ways of trucking consist of technology and computer programs. Learning the technology in and outside the tractor is important. He advises his sons to study technology because of this very reason. Comments from Jerry's fleet manager, Anthony Piazco. Jerry is always striving to do the best he can. It's more than his livelihood and income. It's part of his work ethic and his drive to get the job done. Jerry's been hardwired to be a driver, and it shows every day. He always is willing to help with difficult loads, to help his fellow drivers, and Jerry always has nearly perfect scorecard each month because of his determination to succeed. Thank you. You are one of the best of the best.
Thank you, Mark. As you can see, we have some pretty impressive candidates here this year again. Every year that we have to make this selection, it is definitely a very, very hard selection. We really dig into a lot of the numbers, take a lot of the advice of the people that work with them every day and their recommendations. And it is a very, very difficult selection every year. For the grand champion, receives a custom-made Decker Champion Driver of the Year jacket, a plaque, special decal for their truck, and the grand prize of $15,000 bonus. So, congratulations to all of you outstanding professional drivers. You are all very deserving of these awards, which made it extremely difficult to choose. And I told my boys that they would get to participate in this somehow tonight. So I saved the best part for last. They get the honor of saying and announcing in just a second. But can we get a round of applause for all these fantastic drivers today? But the 2022 Decker Truck Line Grand Champion driver is
Tom Melton.
Congratulations, Tom.
Hold on, let me help you there. Okay, pull it there. Thank you.
Come on. Here, guys, you got a big check back there, too.
You want to hold the check? Down. You got to see your head face. Yeah, there you go.
You guys want to hold the check for a minute? Step over that way.
I asked Jerry when I was running a short haul, I said, why doesn't any of his drivers get driver of the month? He goes, I don't know. They just don't. And I went over to, switched over to Midwest Flatbed, and I got driver of the month. Hey, it was great. The next year I got driver of the month, and then all of a sudden it was driver of the year, which was absolutely great. And now, Jerry, we actually got grand champion. And Decker has been a family for me since I started here. And everyone from maintenance up to Dale and Don, they have really helped my career as a truck driver, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, you have to give Tom the check, though. It's not actually good at the bank, but Tom, congratulations. You make us tremendously proud to have you as our grand champion driver of the year this year. Again, thank you everybody for coming out and being able to help share in us recognizing these outstanding drivers this year. We've got a fantastic group, not only on the road but off the road, and it's what we do when we come together that we really make Decker Truck Line a fantastic carrier in this marketplace. Something I am tremendously proud of every day. When we go around to see the customers, we really feel like we carry a great badge of honor when we represent ourselves, and what everybody does, said from the on highway to the back office. We've got a fantastic group here that I'm tremendously thankful and appreciative to. So, and thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Great honor. Hopefully we'll see you again next year doing the exact same thing. Thank you. Oh, back page. Might be on this one. Afterwards, could we have the Million Mile and Drivers of the Year please come up here, and we'll get some great pictures of them and everything. There's a few things sitting on the table of flowers and little trinkety things like that. If anybody would like to take those, please go ahead and take those home. Also, like Stephen alluded to earlier, Lydia is a fantastic baker. And she was nice enough to bring us a pile of cookies that she must have spent a ton of time baking that for everyone to take home as they're exiting tonight. So Lydia, thank you for giving us all a little treat to take home tonight. Again, great to see everyone tonight. Thank you for coming out. And one more round of applause for all of our fantastic drivers tonight.
And thank you all for coming.